Hey everyone, J-Funk here, and today we're going to take a look at Mythic Raw Den in Nyalotha from a Windwalker perspective. Now you'll see, one of the things you'll immediately notice is I opted to use Serenity on this fight, and you may be wondering, am I seeing things? No, I actually chose to use Serenity on this fight. In terms of cooldown timings, it lined up really well for my group. I think, on retrospect, I do think that Rolling Dragon Punch and the more standard build is probably better for this fight. But in terms of cooldown timings for my group, I thought this setup was the best. Your mileage may vary in terms of what your group has and when they're using their cooldowns. But you'll notice I use my TOD on the pull, and then after Raw Den soaks a Nightmare Orb, after a Nightmare Orb reaches him, which is the Mythic mechanic, everyone will have a small circle AoE appear around them, and when that happens, we spread out, and then I'll use Touch of Karma for that because it does a lot of damage. But you notice when these two add spawns is when I use Serenity and Blood of the Enemy to get a lot of AoE and cleave damage in. And in about 3 seconds, the next set of orbs will spawn. Then I will go run over to the Vita orb and start hitting it. Originally, when we started our prog, I was using my cooldowns on this orb, but we started killing it before it was reaching the boss, no problem. So I stopped using my cooldowns here and changed it. I target less Sammy's here to make sure that he gets his proper location before the Nightmare goes off. And then from this point on, I'm just hitting the Stalker, making sure that it dies before it gets on the casts off. Not so lucky there. And then killing the Void Hunter. So we got pretty bad Void Hunter RNG on our kill here. It went on the 2 melee classes that don't have immunities and caused us to take a lot more damage than we needed to otherwise. I have heard rumors that you can outrange this Void Collapse, meaning you can run away from it before the cast starts even occurring, which will make it not pick you. It'll prefer targets that are closer to it, which may be true, maybe not. I wasn't able to test it that much because I didn't get targeted that much because we have so many melee, so I'm not really sure about that. But you'll see here, 2 minutes 6 seconds, the next set of orbs spawn, and now here's where I use all of my cooldowns. This orb needs to die extremely fast. It's the closest orb to the boss, and that's why I use every cooldown for this, and this is why I liked using Serenity on this fight, for the extra burst damage that it provided on that orb. And then from this point on, we're trying to kill this Night Terror, trying to finish it off, and then we're trying to push the boss to 40% before the next orb spawn in 26 seconds. And we do end up making it. And then from that point on, we enter phase 2, and phase 2 is much more simple. I would say a lot less hectic. So for phase 2, there are new mechanics. If you get targeted by charge bonds, you need to move away from the rest of the people that have charge bonds on them. I think our rule was if you're targeted by it, go right. If you're not targeted, go left. Additionally, you'll have a void circle on the ground that will spawn. Just move out of that. And additionally, there'll be a new mechanic called Corrupted Existence, where if you are affected by this, he'll debuff 3 targets. And if you are affected by this debuff, if you get healed to full HP, you will die immediately. So you need to not heal at all. So what I was doing is I was just looking at the timer for Corrupted Existence and looking at my health, and I was saving defensives until after he had cast Corrupted Existence, so I didn't die. Because it'd be very bad if he cast this on me and then I use Touch of Karma, and then I would just die. So I'd recommend watching the timer there and just using it effectively. Additionally, we have a macro. You'll see I have a macro in the first bar of my action bars that will cancel any Glimmer of Light, Atonement, or Beacons on me so that I get less healing. While this is a high damage phase, it is very possible that you could just die to extra healing from Glimmers or something. So be careful. I see I get Corrupted Existence here, and I don't need to use a cooldown. I'm watching my health. If I get too low on HP, I will use a health stone or something, but I don't need to. I'm trusting my healers and just playing it safe. As soon as the debuff goes away, I will use a health stone immediately, make sure I don't die. And you'll see I use my Serpent Kick to get out so people don't die with charge bonds. Other than that, this is pretty much the encounter. It's a pretty short one, only 5 minutes, but it is very exciting and very fun. And I hope this video helps. Helps you kill it. Definitely help for me. And that'll do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day.
Boss is dead.
Let's go, baby!
Boss!
Yes!
Woo!
you got fucking cucked that
No,
pull.
I didn't do anything that poll, dude. Holy shit.
What do I want?
Fuck out AP again.
I got nothing, dude.
Get money!
Oh,
Loot.
sure would know, dude.
Oh, Leech.
No, Scott, wait a minute.